There we go.
Oh, now
Now
we're
we're
live.
live.
Oh,
Yeah, now we were.
hey, welcome into the Pattison Ave Phanatics. I guess I forgot to hit the go live button,
That's
but
okay.
technical difficulties. I'm your host, Alan Andrukavich. Welcome in. As always, with me, Mike Fuji, and our colleague from Cole County Entertainment, Ryan Neff, joining us for the very first time.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
Yeah, the Ginch. Welcome.
Yes, yes. Let's bring you into a little bit of the conversation as I did not hit the go live button. We're
That's
talking
okay.
birds.
I was,
We're
I
talking
was
about the
trying to share it out, but
Bills game. Yeah, talking about the bird Bills and
right,
the offense that we had seen.
right.
Um, we're getting some AFC um, commentary from Ryan, which is beneficial because we need an outsider's perspective on what is going on with this offense. So, Ryan, with that, I'm going to throw it back to you, bud.
uh, in reference to the Eagles Bills game, as we were talking before, we were talking about the Eagles' offensive struggles, and you know,
Yeah,
again, as I was saying to Alan, the Eagles' offense is what it is, man. It just is, and the Eagles' defense is going to have to propel this team as far as it can, because again, with the Eagles, there's no quick fix. I think they should pound the rock 30 to 35 times a game.
I
That's where
agree.
they have their most success. It opens up everything else. But again, for some odd reason, the coaching staff, play calling, I don't know what it is. And I've said this earlier before in the season, too many mouths to feed. You got to keep AJ happy. You have to keep Devontae happy. You have to try and keep Saquon happy. You got to throw Dallas Goedert in the mix. So,
Mm.
again, and it's like I was saying from the AFC side with Buffalo, if McDermott doesn't have a goddamn brain cramp, kick the extra point, take my chances in overtime,
Yep,
plus the turnover by Josh Allen, which Philadelphia capitalized on.
yep.
If the turnover doesn't happen, the Bills would win this in a close one. But
Mhm.
look, championship teams find ways to win. Philly found a way to win. They went up 13-0. They held off. They held on. But again, look, the defense sacked Josh Allen 5 times.
Mhm.
But again, I would like to see Philadelphia run the ball, which is their bread and butter, and then it opens up everything else for Jalen Hurts and the passing game. But for some odd reason, they just at times in a game they just get away from it.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Oh,
Running
you
the ball
guys,
is bread and butter. Go
you
ahead.
guys have me sitting here thinking, watching that game in its entirety. It's like, you went up 13-0 going into the half, and you basically just sat on that lead. You know,
They did.
I
They
mean,
did.
I don't know. I know when I looked at the halftime, Buffalo had at least 10 minutes of time possession, and they probably dominated more as that game went on. I mean,
Oh, they own the entire second half, Hooch.
oh, it's
We, we,
just,
we watch it. The birds did nothing. They punted what 6 7 times in the second half. Um, we had awful field position. Right, we were starting on the 10, 15, 20 yard line. We were punting to them. They were starting in the entire second half. What between the 50 and 30 yard line?
at least.
On their side of the ball. We were giving them just dominant field position,
Mm.
and without the play of our defense, we don't get out of there without a loss.
Well,
I
I mean,
mean,
you're
you
like
know,
I was,
we just don't. The
like I,
offense went silent in the entire second half.
well, like I was saying, before we thought we were live, I said,
Yeah,
I mean, the barn burner last night with Chicago and San Fran, and their offenses, along with the Rams, are just high potent right now. And
yeah.
I hate to say it, and I don't want to be. I'm just going to just be 100 about it, but you're not going to go into a wild card game and play like this. I mean,
No,
first of all, your defense was gassed too, and you can't leave your defense gassed in 2 weeks because guess what? You'll be one and done, and you'll be sitting on the couch with the rest of the NFC East
yeah,
and along with the NFL.
100%. 100%. Dude, I go back. I like Ryan's thing. We need to run the ball more.
Of course.
We've gotten away from it.
Right.
But then again, is that because the offensive line is as beat up as they are? You know, or is it just I don't even know. I don't even know what the problem is. To guess at what the damn problem is. You know.
Oh, the offensive line is banged up. I mean, don't forget. I mean, Dickerson's been nicked up.
Yep.
Cam Jurgens coming. I mean, Cam Jurgens is coming off back surgery, and I'll take it back to this. People can rip me for what I'm about to say, but this is why you probably have injuries with that tush push. I don't care. I mean, you got 1,000. I mean, like Kelsey said before, you got thousands of pounds crashing down on you in that pile, and you can't tell me Cam Jurgens didn't get injured from that. I mean, it's just a matter of time over. I mean,
you damn near run it every time you got.
Just forget it. Just move on from it already.
Yeah.
And against the command. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ryan.
No, I was going to say against the Commanders, Philadelphia ran the ball 34 times for 207 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. And Washington's run defense is a lot better than Buffalo. Statistically, Buffalo has one of the worst rushing defenses in the league. And you only could muster up 82 yards rushing.
Well, this is where it falls back on Sirianni and on Kevin Patullo.
Now, I'm glad you brought that up, Pooch, because I had this question sitting in my bag after watching the game. Is it Sirianni and Kevin Patullo, or is it the offense not really knowing what to do? All right? I'm sitting there listening to Tom Brady, and he's talking about man coverage and how in man coverage, the receiver should keep moving. But in man coverage yesterday, our receivers would stop. Dallas Goedert ran a hook and stop. Instead of a hook, it's not there, keep going type deal. So does that come down to coaching, or is that just players what to do?
There were some drop balls too. I mean, Devontae Smith. I mean, you had a few drop balls on the field.
Oh, a lot of drop balls.
And it's just enough to go around, but it's just when you're not even making a completion in the second half.
The Birds had what they had 17 total yards of offense in the second half. We can't win. We're not going to win a playoff game like that.
It's a disgrace.
There's no way you're going to win a playoff game like that.
I know.
Doesn't matter how good our defense is. You're not going to win. You're not going to win.
We have two comments coming in from one from Mike Sherman. An effective run game will consume clock and keep the defense rested.
Yes, it will.
And also Michael Kaepernick Jr. The Eagles' offense is inept. They are in the 20s in the offense with all this talent.
Yep.
And again, too many mouths to feed to keep them happy. And I'm sure I'll get pushed back on this, but it's almost like they're bored with the regular season. It's just almost like they're bored. Yeah, we're 11-5. We're winning. It's almost like they're waiting to get to the playoffs or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you just can't turn it up, and everybody could say, "Oh, yeah, they're playing possum," but if you have that, you don't have no cohesiveness going now. I mean, now's the time. A month ago, you wanted to start the cohesion, not 2 weeks before the wild card.
Yep. I mean, if anyone has cohesion, it's the defense is out of the ball. The offense has no. What's the word I'm looking for? Identity. It has no identity. Like they don't know. They're not. Like last year, we could run the ball down your throat, and then
Right.
Jason could pass off of us running the ball. This year, we're not able to run the ball down your throat, and we're not able to throw the ball very effectively either.
All right.
So, I mean, we're like, what are we? Like, we're not even a one-headed dragon here. We're just like, we're split, and we're not. We have no idea. We have no real staple to our offense besides trying to get up by 21 points and trying to hold the lead, which we've seen 6 or 7 times now of the year, where we've almost lost these games because we've gotten up and then haven't been able to continue the onslaught.
Exactly.
We saw it yesterday. We saw it with Dallas when we played Dallas. We were up 21-0 going into halftime. We lost 24-21. I mean, again, the offense disappeared in the second half. The defense can only keep you in the game for so damn long.
Yeah, before they get gassed.
Yeah.
Can't expect them to carry through the playoffs.
Yep. Not playing as much as they were playing yesterday. They were on the field for almost the entire second half. I don't know what the time of possession was in the second half for the Bills and Birds, but I got to think it was heavily sided to the Bills.
Oh, no doubt.
Out of the Eagles' losses this year, out of all of them, there's only one game that they won where they well, no. I'm looking at all of them here. I'm like looking at all of them. Every single loss this year, other than the Buffalo game, that they won the Buffalo game but lost the rushing battle. The other 4 losses, they got fucking hammered on the rushing statistics. Hammered. If you can run the ball against Philly and you can control the clock and you can hammer it down their throats, you're going to win a football game.
Yep.
Now, again, like we were saying earlier, Jalen Carter might have a lot to say about that because he's back. But again, if I'm going into the playoffs and I can hammer the ball against the Eagles running the ball, limit my turnovers, you're going to have a great chance to beat the Eagles because right now they can't run the ball.
Yeah. And right now, I mean, if we stay in third spot, we have, I believe, San Fran coming to town, right? And San Fran, they can run the rock, and that could be that could be problemsome for us. I know we've taken care of San Fran before, but if the offense team. It's a totally different team. We're different.
McCaffrey's healthy.
Yep.
Their defense is playing lights out, all their injuries.
Yep. Well,
you're either going to play the Seahawks, the Rams, or the 49ers. Yep. The Rams have Corum and Kyron Williams. The 49ers have McCaffrey. I can't remember who their backup is. And then you have Seattle with Kenny Walker and also Charbonnet. So those are 3 solid running football teams that would the Link's a hard place to play. I get it. It would be a playoff atmosphere. But again, I'll say it till I die, guys. Heading into January, if you can stop the run and you can win a rushing battle for as much as it is a passing league, if you can run the football effectively and stop the run in January, you're going places.
Yep.
Oh, no doubt.
Totally agree with that. So let me bring you to this point. We're going into Sunday's game in the 3 spot. Okay. We need Chicago to lose, but we need to win to get to the 2nd spot. Fuji, I'll start with you. Do you play the starters on Sunday?
Well, yeah, go for the 2nd seed. I mean, they, like I said, before we came on, when we originally thought we were on,
my bad.
No, it's no big. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people, some people may know, but they changed the Bears game and our game to 4:30. So,
yeah.
Scoreboard watching.
Yeah,
of course.
exactly. Yep.
And look, and the Bears play the Lions. I know the Lions aren't in the playoffs, but the Lions would love nothing more than to beat the Bears the final game and knock them out of a potential number 2 seed.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, that's just no given. It's just like I think for the most part, all the playoff teams will probably play their starters. The only one, well, even the Patriots will have to play their starters because
They're for the number 1 seed, right?
Think if Denver loses and New England wins, I think New England would get the 1 seed. So
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff that's good. What does Mike Sherman say here? Michael Kaepernick said this Eagles team is one and done in the playoffs, but if they get lucky to make it to the second round, they're done. Sherman says Eagles D is fine right now. No team is coming into Philly and winning a game. Road game in Seattle or Chicago may be different. Absolutely play the starters. Blah, blah. I disagree with you there on Sherman. I know the Eagles D's playing well, but San Francisco, the Rams, and Seattle can definitely beat Philadelphia in Philadelphia with their run games. And the Rams already proved that they can play with the Eagles. Now, I know it was earlier in the season, but any one of those 3 teams with that run game can beat Philadelphia in Philly.
Yeah, well,
the Bears already did it.
Yeah, I was going to say Matthew Stafford is arguably running for the MVP of the league this year. He's been quite impressive. So yeah, it's a little scary to think about who could be coming to the link the wild card weekend. Either second or third place, we still get a wild card game. So we're going to host a playoff game. Who's out of Seattle, San Fran, and who's the other team, Ryan? I believe, but and the Rams. But I believe we're going to end up possibly hosting San Fran. If everything stays the way it is now, I think San Fran is the team who's coming to Philly.
I don't want to play San Fran. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Not after watching them last night. That was pretty impressive.
Their defense is a little suspect too, though.
It is. Yeah, they gave up 35 points themselves last night. But they were able to score 42. I don't know. So much to talk about. The pass rush. Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, can they hold up and continue to be a dominant front like they were yesterday? Jalix Hunt with the bot. What do you have? 3 or 4 sacks yesterday?
I think so. Yeah.
That one, which could have thinking back on it, could have saved the game. That 19-yard sack that he chased down Josh Allen and sacked him down around the 50-yard line for like a 19 or 20-yard sack. That could have been a changing point in that game, even though the Bills had the chance there at the end. That sack there by Jalen Hunt could have, was definitely a turning point in that game for the Eagles. I don't know, man. So much.
Yeah.
So.
What does Sherman say here? Eagles will not give up 280 yards again. Not scared of anyone coming here. Let them fly 3,000 miles east. Okay. Right now, the playoff picture, Bears would play the Packers. Eagles would play the Rams. Panthers would play the 49ers.
Okay. If it stays, how it is right now.
If it stays. And if you're playing the Rams again, good luck.
Yeah. Absolutely. Play the starters. Chance to play quarterback. Can't pass that up. Packers. Oh, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to play the Rams again. but we got to play them. We got to play them. You know, you come out swinging. Come out swinging.
Because Seattle's the 1 seed right now as it stands today. Over in the AFC, the Patriots will play the Bills. The Jaguars would
7, right?
Yeah, the Bills are the 7 right now.
Yeah.
And again, Sean McDermott, I don't understand the extra point decision, but Jaguars would play the Chargers, and then the Steelers would play the Texans, as it stands right now.
Okay.
The Steelers are the 4 seed, but if they lose to Baltimore, then they're out of the playoffs completely. So.
Yeah, and Baltimore sneaks in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy. Thinking about Baltimore even making the playoffs this year, the way they started, it's kind of crazy.
I guarantee you, if Lamar Jackson doesn't play, Derrick Henry is going to see 40 touches.
Oh, easily. After the performance he put on the other night, why would you not feed that guy?
Yeah.
Why would you not? He had a career night the other night.
Sherm says, how about them Steelers laying an egg? Yeah, ratings next week. Is it rigged? Is it fixed? I don't know.
Yeah.
And look, if
I don't recklessly speculate that it's all fixed and it's all rigged.
There's a video out there after the Pittsburgh game, when Rodgers threw it to Valdez-Scantling in the corner. I forget who the running back was or somebody that was in the slot. They just ran a little like slant, wide open. It would have been they would have clinched the division. I know the videos out there everywhere, but the guy was wide open.
Yep. I forget what game it was, but they showed the guy right behind the coach doing the false start sign, and the player ran, and then they threw the flag for the false start. Do you see that video?
Oh, I didn't see that one. No.
Yeah. It's like, wait, what happened? Recklessly speculating. We don't want to, put anybody on blast here.
Mike P. Jr., the Eagles only 16 or 17 yards of offense, 1 first down, and Jalen was 0-7 in passes and 4 straight 3-and-outs and punting 5 times in the second half of the Bills game. This offense is not playing possum. Yeah. Sherman says, car TV for Division II, another ratings grabber. Yeah, Carolina playing for the division, in Tampa Bay for the division.
Yep.
So it always comes down to the final weekend.
Absolutely.
For some teams, and the way the Buccaneers are playing, and the way the Panthers are playing, that game might go to overtime.
It could. It could definitely go.
The way both of them are playing, yeah. I'll tell you what, though, Carolina is, when they're playing well, they can beat anybody in the field. But when they're off, and again, there's another team. You got Chuba
Their
Hubbard.
quarterback, Bryce Young, right? Is it?
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah. He's come out of his shell a little bit after after his rookie season there, man. He's playing very well down there.
But Carolina's another team. You got Chuba Hubbard and you have Rico Dowdell. So again, you can play heavily on the running game. But if you want to go through the NFC, Alan, the Seahawks, I still don't trust Sam Darnold. He'll shit the bed at some point.
Right.
The Bears, still don't trust Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Eagles obviously have their issues. The Panthers right now are in the 4 seed. Their whole team seems to disappear at times. The Packers, don't know what's going on there. Rams and the 49ers, dangerous.
Yes.
In the NFC.
Yes, they are. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I haven't been able to see Seattle play much. I haven't seen San Fran play much until last night. And that was pretty impressive. Their defense, a little suspect, but the offense was clicking. I don't know if that's a good thing, Gives you a little weakness on the defense if we got to play them.
Right.
But you know, when you get an offense clicking like that, you can put 42 points up. It's a little concerning when your offense we haven't put up 42 points all year, have we?
I can tell you in a second.
Yeah, I don't believe we have. Yeah.
I don't think you guys have, but
No, I don't think we have.
let me just double check. Let me pull up the schedule. I mean, Sherm talks about no one's going to beat the Eagles in the playoffs in the first round wild card. Look, Chicago kicked your ass. I know it wasn't a playoff game, but they ran the ball down your throats.
Yes, they did.
Let's see. The Eagles. There's a 33 burger. There's a 38 burger. 38. They scored 38 against the Giants in the rematch. Where they won 38-20. Yeah.
Good job.
But
no, very impressive.
They've topped 30 points once in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games.
8 games. Yeah. I don't know if that's going to be enough offensively to get us where we want to go. Then again, they have the weapons to do it. But for some reason, they come out, they play a great first half, and then I don't know if it's Kevin Petullo not adjusting to what the defense does in the second half, or if it's Jalen, my guy, not adjusting to what the defense is doing. You know, I'm very twisted on whether it's Petullo or my guy. I love my guy, but this year he hasn't shown up. If that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday was a prime time second half battle. You're up 13-6, I think, going into half. Prime time to come out and own that second half. Even if you take it over with your legs, to own that second half and make sure you get that W. I just didn't see it. From the offense in general, just not Jalen, just the offense in general. I didn't see the want or urge to go do it. Then again, they're starting on their 15 to 20 yard line every possession in the stinking icy rain and nonsense with a lead, playing conservative. I get it, but at some point you got to get out of that conservativeness and move the ball, do something with the ball. I very frustrating.
It's almost like they basically said, all right, we got a 10-0 lead. We got a 13-6 lead.
Right.
Whatever we're doing is working right now. Our defense is playing fantastic. If we score one more touchdown or we kick another field goal, we're going to win this game. And it's almost like they played not to lose.
Right.
And I thought that's where they got themselves in trouble. Buffalo made, good adjustments at the half. They wore down that defense. Again, McDermott doesn't have that goddamn brain cramp. Taking it in overtime with the way the defense was gassed.
Yep.
Could have been a different outcome, but
could have been.
Again, do I think the Eagles are playing possum? No. Do I think it's a quick fix? No. They're just going to have to try and figure it out, man.
Yeah. No, absolutely. At this point, the offense, unfortunately, the offense is what the offense is at this point. There's no, like you said, there's no quick fix. There's no antidote to this thing. Birds has got to get together. and unfortunately, it might. Hopefully, it's not too late. Let me change my wording. Hopefully, it's not too late. All right.
They were 3 of 13 on third downs.
Yesterday.
Yeah, 3 of 13. You're not going to win many football games. 3 of 13 on third downs, and that just comes from, the tush push can't bail you out every time. You know what I mean? And they're gonna start calling the offsides like they have been every once in a while on the Eagles, but 3 of 13 on third down is not. It's now they got away with it this game,
Right.
but you're not going to get away with it in the playoffs.
No, you're not going to win football games like that.
Yeah.
Time of possession. We gave it away. We gave it away. We gave it away yesterday. Especially in the second half. They own the ball in the second half. The offense needs to find a way to play a full game of football. We haven't done it all year.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't done it all year. I don't know if that comes down to coaching or the players. The offense is getting paid so much money and getting outperformed by the defense right now. It's like almost bad allocated funds. You know what I mean? You're paying the wrong side of the ball right now.
Yep.
Man, I don't know. Vic Fangio, his defense been great. Kevin Stoutland, the offensive line is beat to hell, which doesn't help. Doesn't help at all. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a little lost for words here.
Saquon carries this year. He has rushed it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 times he's had 20 or more touches in the backfield.
And that's down.
These other games.
I was going to say that's down a lot from that. What do you say? Just over 1,000 yards this year, maybe 1,100. If he got
1,140, 280 carries, 1, 2. He's been over 100 yards only 3 times.
Yeah.
I mean, in the losses, he had 6 carries against Denver. Against the Giants, he had 12. Against Dallas, the second time around, he had 10. Against Chicago, he had 13. And against the Chargers, he had 20. Against Buffalo, he had 19. I would like to see him get 25 to 30 touches in the backfield.
Yeah, I agree.
You brought him over for a reason. You didn't bring him over to just like half-ass it through the regular season.
Yep.
And now we're heading into the postseason. You got to feed the beast the rock.
I totally agree with you. Because that's where it starts. I mean, you got him, you got Saquon, you got Tank Bigsby.
Don't use.
No, right. They don't use. But you got basically a two-headed monster there, right? Saquon starts to wear down a little bit. You got Tank. Run the ball. We've been Philadelphia. We've been preaching and begging for these guys to run the stinking ball forever. They finally did it last year. They won a Super Bowl, and this year they're not doing it. Whether the line's beat up or not, you should still be able to. You should still be able to run the ball. Even if you gain 2 yards every time, you're good. At least you're not at 3rd and 12, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 8, like we've been stuck at, which is not helping our offense in any way, shape, or form.
And Shipley's no slouch, but they don't use him at all.
No, they don't. Yeah, they don't use him much at all either.
Mike P. Jr. says the offense. I know you wanted to say there. He's falls on the players and coaching. The Eagles, the top 5 duo of wide receiver in this offense, can't put up numbers. the offensive coordinator not adapting during the game is not good. Then if Sirianni takes over play calling, it gets worse. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to blame it partly on that, you can. But again, I've said this to a couple of people before. This is just for some odd reason this year, it just seems like there's too many mouths to feed. That they're trying to distribute it the best they can to keep everybody happy. Where last year it was, we're running Saquon. If you guys get your touches, great, but we're going to run the ball. We're going to jam it down your throat, and everybody else knows their role.
Yep.
For some odd reason this year, it's just different.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. And it all started with the chirping at AJ Brown. But now I haven't heard anybody else chirping about the touches and this, that, and the other thing. But AJ did start it this year. He started it last year. That's another question. Is AJ back next year? Is Jalen back next year? Who do they keep on the payroll? Do they keep them both? Do they, did they let one, go seek free agency somewhere? I don't know. But it's been the same thing the past 2 years. I believe between them two, where AJ's come out and not been very happy with his targets and his role in things. Now last year, I don't know, it worked out. We won a Super Bowl. This year, the controversy might impact us a little deeper than we're thinking.
I thought AJ was going to be gone after last year, after all that bullshit went down. Yeah. I am almost positive when this season is over, heading into the offseason, I don't think AJ is going to be there after this year. I really don't. You want to keep Saquon. You're going to keep Devontae.
Yep.
But I think AJ probably wants to go somewhere else.
Yeah. But and a little too much money wrapped up in Jalen to make that switch. We learned from the Carson Wentz deal that you might not want to do that. All right.
Mike P. Jr. says, wait a minute. Coming fast and furious. I love to see Saquon and Tank both in the backfield, but our offense coordinator is not that creative to pressure on the defense. Jalen has never been able to get through his progressions fast. I just don't understand having Jalen take a 3-step drop and then get rid of the ball out of his hands fast.
Right.
Look, if you saw him in college, it was sort of the same thing. So when he has weapons around him and he can utilize those weapons, it makes it easier for him.
Absolutely.
You haven't really seen him run the ball like he did last year.
No, yeah. He's been almost scared to run the ball, which is nerve-wracking, to say the least.
But again, like I said, the defense heading into January is going to have to carry this team. Maybe they'll have an offensive explosion in the wild card game. I don't know. I haven't seen anything out of them to suggest it will happen. But look, I've seen other teams do it. Stop the run the football, play solid defense, don't turn the ball over, and we'll take our chances. So, the Ravens did it back in 2000. With Trent Dilfer back there, they didn't have a passing game. Defense carried them. Giants in 2007. So, not saying it can't be done. But again, when I look at all these teams out that are heading into the playoffs, they all have issues. So
Yep. So who can figure it out the quickest, right?
Yeah. If anybody wants to know, we are in the second quarter. Atlanta on top of LA. That would be the Rams, 7-0.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good point. All right, man. Well, I'm not sure if I got too much more for you, man. I think we touched on everything I had. Or anything else you want to talk about, Ryan?
The only thing I'll say to Eagles fans is, if heading into the playoffs wild card game weekend, if they don't pound the rock, if they don't run the ball collectively between Tank, Saquon, whoever, if they don't run the ball between 30 and 35 times, then they might have to take a look at the coaching staff. Now, Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator, was a big loss. That might have something to do with it too. But look, I saw, ladies and gentlemen, I saw when Tampa Bay beat the Raiders back in 2002, 2003 season. You can go back and look at it. They ran the ball 35 times for 93 yards. 35 times for 93 yards. But they didn't abandon it. They still pounded the rock. When you get into cold weather situations, you better be able to run the football.
You have to. Yep.
You have to. You just have to. So it'll be interesting to see. And the Eagles better not take the Commanders lightly after what transpired a couple weeks ago or last week.
Totally with you. We need to play our starters on Sunday. Don't take them for granted. We need a win.
It'll be yeah.
Hopefully Detroit can win.
It'll be an interesting final weekend because there's all kinds of scenarios that can still play out, and everybody's going to be scoreboard watching. So,
absolutely.
Yep.
All right, man.
Nothing else, my man.
All right, man. Hey, Ryan, I appreciate you joining me here tonight for the Pattison Ave Phanatics crew. I'm Alan Andrukavich, Ryan Neff from Cole County Entertainment, and we love you. Go Birds.